I've been working for a while with some friends, and well, I can't say much about the state of it, of how it's going, in what direction financially. But in general, this is let's say extension of one of the first demos that I put online. The one that was just a small Resident Evil-like-ish zombie shooter. So there's just some groundwork here. I think I have all the sound disabled, so you shouldn't be able to hear the sounds in game. But it uses a lot of systems that I created in the tutorials. It uses character creator characters. It uses marketplace animations. It got some dynamic IK and stuff. But in general, it just feels stiff. It sounds not very good, to be honest. That was terrible. The blood effects from Marketplace is not satisfying, to say the least. I think the best part we had from Marketplace so far is the door system that really sounds and feels well, but it still needs to act more like a door system you would expect. So the doors now open realistically in one direction when the door needs to open in two directions depending on the where you are standing when you are opening them. And just in general, the camera feels bad, the steering feels bad, the animations are stiff. It just looks like I think I spent too much time preparing projects for first person and focusing on having everything really responsive and stiff for first person. I forgot how to make really good third person games. So I can pick up stuff. The ammo inventory, they really work. But yeah, in general, it's just not very good. I have to redo a lot of stuff. Oh, there are already some people watching. Hi guys. Tutorials. Yeah, I'm doing more tutorials real soon. I'm working on continuing the survival series and a new series and another masterclass. So a lot of content coming before the end of this year. I think at least 10 videos. And yeah, and continuing in the next year. I'm also working on a very big commercial project right now. And I mean, really huge. I can't say much about it. But yeah, something really cool with really big multiplayer. Mm. Oh yeah, and about the blood decals on characters, I did purchase that and I have it activated, so I'm going to test it out in this project for sure. It looks amazing, like it really does. Even the examples are really good. But I need to focus now on really basics because I don't feel good playing this so far. So let's just start over from the basics, and of course to save time we'll copy a lot of stuff that works. Um, Main guy, I don't know, we can rename him later. So we can copy a lot of stuff that works from the guide that we have right now, like inputs and maybe some setup. Come on, work. Come on. By the way, is your AGR Pro planned to come to Unreal Engine 5? Yes, once you can publish plugins for Unreal Engine 5, we'll update. And by the way, you can already get the newest version, 4.0, from our Discord of AGR Pro, and the version 4.27 does compile properly under Unreal Engine 5. Okay, compiling shaders, why not? Or you know what? Why did I even start with this? When I let's just delete that again. Don't know why I did that. Let's just duplicate this guy and say bpd guy, and let's just edit this guy because I don't like some stuff, but some stuff is okay. I want him to spawn with default weapon, so that's fine. I want to limit his camera. I want to spawn him with HUD. I want him to be able to interact with doors. I want to do this. Okay, this is not being used at all. I have to let it complete compiling shaders, I guess. When I sell my products in marketplace, no idea. For now, everything I've done is free. I am working on some stuff that will be paid, but if the work I'm working on right now gets funded, as I intend to get it funded, I won't have that much time to make packages. However, from portions of the work that we're doing for the project, we will build packs for marketplace for sure. Just an extra funds for development of the game. Okay, so let's see. This is just the basic inputs. This works fine. Tick. Set trajectory. Okay, this is irrelevant. I was trying motion matching. It's not as easy to get working, so we're removing motion matching. This stays. This stays. Those obviously stay. Oh yeah. Okay. So for example, when you don't plan project correctly, you can end up with this. So you have player stats that are being written in C++ that contains, for example, health. But also, since the start of the project, there's a BP player manager which contains speed and, of course, health. So, and some other stuff. So we done some work twice because we didn't have proper communication in this project. But like I said, it was just running with friends doing stuff, and we've done a lot of stuff, maybe not in the best possible way we could. Oh well. Okay. But first of all, let's get this guy look and feel better. So this is the spring arm 160, this is the camera 45. Is it really? Because I think that the camera is being set in the player manager. So yeah, there are camera settings 65, 54, 77. No, that's just terrible. Set weapon ready. This is ready. Okay. Okay, we're going to redo a lot of stuff. So I'm deleting this blueprints player manager. So let's rethink this camera. So this is 160. This is the offset. Let's see it. Where is it? Execute interaction. Oh, okay. We don't need that anymore. Line trace by channel. Interaction distance, player camera manager. Why does this give us warning? Exec pin is not connected. What? Pick up and grab. Okay. Okay. Of course, this doesn't work. And line trace by channel break. Why does this error? Hit break hit pin is invalid. Hit in action break hit result must have an input wired into it by reference. So I don't get it. It's basically saying that this is not valid. This line here. So now it is, now it's not. Interesting. And if I just connect this as hit actor and this as hit component and delete this broken node, like I didn't change anything. Okay, yeah, I didn't change anything. Why this fails? Start, get actor location, get actor forward vector. Okay, I'll deal with it later. So where is this being used? Pick up and grab. BP physical. It's not connected. Oh, maybe he mean that. So those are the outputs. Wow. But this is not in the actor, so why is it broken? Okay, let's just save everything and reopen him. He's still broken? Jeez. Oh, he probably mean this one. Okay, yeah, that is stupid. Okay, so this works. Okay, let's read the chat. It's not easy to follow your tutorials. Well, I put a lot of tutorials and I tend not to redo stuff that I already once covered. So if I did entire animation tutorial that covered everything, I will not redo it. So I usually just copy starting point from other tutorials. Maybe I should point them out in the beginning of the video in the description better. But in general, they are hard to follow because they interline with each other. Usually, to make even a very small demo that has 10 minutes of gameplay, you need to spend around 5 to 10 hours of coding to make it work. And that's it's not easy. And also, my tutorials are, well, even by name, advanced. Which means that they require at least 2 years of experience with Unreal to follow, or at least a year, and at least 2 years for multiplayer, I would say, and general understanding of how multiplayer works. Okay, let's make a completely new anim graph because I hate the old one with all my heart. So I have all the inputs, I have the interactions, I have this. Health update. Okay, cool. So I have this, so let's not work with the camera. The camera goes here, and there's the offset. Let's make the arm length like a lot closer, and let's make the camera 45. Why not? Let's make him the main character. So the guy goes here, and he for now runs the same animation graph, so he should be oh yes, definitely play in editor, because those are character interaction blueprints that are broken and I don't really care about them at all. Okay, this looks like this. That's terrible. And wow. Oh great, yeah, that's gonna be fun. So I need to reapply this component. I mean, that's a mess. Maybe don't do it for now. Let's just, I will have to redo weapons as well probably. Okay, so this weapon FOV is not terrible. The camera, you need to go a bit more to the left. So if I go here and I say socket offsets, make it like 30, let's make it like -10. Oh, and definitely I do not want, I want to initialize HUD, but I don't want the crosshair. So let's go here, init HUD, create HUD, yes, yes, add crosshair and update crosshair, no. Thank you. So this is the custom HUD. It still stays here. Show message errors, no errors, great. Let's hit play and let's see. So that perspective already is better, but I want to zoom the camera out a bit and get the FOV even lower, I would say. Let's make it 160 and FOV is 45 is fine. Let's make 25 -15, and let's maybe test it in a new window. It will be faster. Okay, he's also moving terribly. I hate those animations. Can aim up and down from the perspective of his head as a pivot point. I would maybe put it to his shoulder instead. It's not so bad, right? Anyone? Should I move the camera up, down, left, right? Like, you can see everything up close. So when he's moving through tight spaces. Oh, but you don't see where he's exactly standing. So maybe I should put the camera lower and put the pivot point higher. So let's go here and let's say, yeah, definitely like lower, but make it 0. And I can go here, hit play. So from the perspective it's same, but the pivot point is different, so it's easier to see where he is going. But when he's moving, the camera goes down a bit. I would make it even more far away. Let's make it 200. No, that's too far. 180. Okay, so that's the default. Let's change his animations. I hate them. So let's go here. Let's make a completely new animation graph. And let's make it class of AGR core anim instance. And the skeleton is obviously our mannequin. And it's, I think no, 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 no. Wait, it is this one. Game characters, mannequin mesh. I guess it is this one. Yes, it is this one. Let's just open this one and let's call it animation blueprint main character BP underscore anim BP. Maybe like this. Or just main character. That's enough. Let's open it up. I mean, I love how in Blueprints you can so easily rename stuff, and it doesn't really matter when it's C++. It's a death sentence to rename any file or any class. Hi, yeah, hi guys. The streams are great. Thank you very much. Like I think I should do that more often. Just show you how I work on a daily basis, fixing stuff that are broken, breaking stuff, because it's not like I don't make mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes, but then I have to find them and debug the shit out of them and make them work again. So I want to do something new here. I want to actually use layers. Let's make a new layer. Let's call it base, or yeah, just base. So previously, in the previous animation, I show you how it looks. This is the core. So this anim graph runs everything. It runs the base poses, which are like this. So there's locomotion, pistol, and zombie. And each of them is a separate anim graph that you can develop separately and just push variables to them. Then you have the overlay, which is the first person animations overlay. So I have the CG handgun animations because I really like the reload and some of the stuff. I was testing motion matching, but it requires a lot of work to really make it done. Really make it work. And then you have like blend of slots, and then you have leg IK that fixes the ground contact, and then we have power IK that fixes, well, pretty much everything. And then we have aim offset, which is a subgraph again, and then we have the final default slot that overrides any other animation. So this is how it was done previously. I had just few custom variables that were mostly just copies from the tutorials, like FPP stuff. You have the AMAP value, which is instant. I set variables by tag, so I have modification tags on my animation. I can check if it has tag. So this will be helpful actually. But what I want to start with is just leave it open. It might be handy in a second. And I have this animation layer base, right? So I can't do anything with it until I make an input pose. So do I need an input pose? I don't need an input pose really. I just need to have a base pose that's going to be pushed here. So what I want to have is a state machine, and the state machine will be called base pose state machine, and inside it I have a new state which is entry, which will be just idle. Okay, and in my main anim graph now I can call base base no, not linked. What I want is oh my god, layered. So I don't have inputs. Uh, how did I have to close it and reopen? It was something as stupid as that. I haven't worked with layers, to be honest, much. So I just have this entry, so I just should have it here, base. What? How do I drag it? Mm, okay, so this is for montages. Is there any good tutorial on the documentation or something? Okay, found the documentation link. So this is linking animation. I need to make an animation layer interface. Why not? Animation layer interface. Yay. PP anim layer interface. Okay, and what the hell do I do here? Animation layers. So I can say base. I can add animation layer which is called overlay, and it has an input pose. Okay, so this is base. Base doesn't have input pose. Then we have overlay. Then we have animation layer which would be called a IK, which also requires an input pose. Okay, so this is IK, and I can do a offset within IK, so it's not really. I guess that's everything. I don't need more than that. So I got the interface. Okay, so that's cool. So I make it like any other interface. For inputs, I have pose inputs only, no variables. Okay. So I can close this. Now I go into my main character, right? I will delete this, and I can go into here, interfaces, and I can say PP anim layer interface. Oh, cool. There's something like that, and I get those three immediately. Okay, and can I drag them? Of course I can't. Why would I? Okay, do I have to just connect them at least? Just play idle. So everything compiles. It's not marked as blueprint callable. What? Okay, you go here. I don't have any values to be set here really. Yeah, there's nothing. No defaults, so interface doesn't have anything. Okay, so the tutorial says, the documentation says I should use linked anim layer. Oh my god, it's so easy. I just call it base. Okay, and then here I just copy it pretty much, and I say overlay, and then I can say okay. Hmm. Shoo, get away. Overlay IK. Okay. Okay, now it runs. So it runs from here to there. Okay. Let's make a state machine. Call it base SM. Again, get this idle. Do an entry. Just paste idle. Or you know what? Actually, yeah, just do it like this. And then let's do a conduit. Oh, but I can dynamically change those. So I can, for example, say that this is only, yeah, I can do it like this. This could be only unarmed. I don't have to make this conduit and switches and everything here, because I can push animation layers through the interface and switch them. Okay. Hmm. Combine upper body, apply additive, weaponize. Oh, nice. Okay, so there are really nice use cases for that. So, okay, let's do this. Let's just name this unarmed. Why not? Let's make inertialization. Let's do inertialization node here. And let's get back to chat. Thank you, Reddit. That helped. What is animation layers? So basically you have two ways of extending your animation graph, right? So this is like the animation graph. You can make all animations here in state machines and everything, or you can link graphs. So you can link anim graphs, and there you just specify class. Let's say that my class is pistol, right? So I have all those variables of the pistol class, and I can expose them, and instead of recalculating them inside this class, I can just directly say that direction is direction and velocity is velocity and other stuff like that. I can just link it together, and now I can double click this and make the entire graph here, but I don't have to do event graph really. Like what I need to do is just this. So this allows you to fragment your animation graph into smaller pieces, which means that multiple people can work on them at the same time without collision and overwriting their own work. But there's this second method that uses layers. So layered animations, they are on the same graph, so they have access to all variables that you have already. But the difference is that you can switch them dynamically to a different source of this anim graph, which means that you can make a new anim graph of the same class that has same interface layers, and you can use this anim graph to inject it layers into my main graph, if that makes sense. And the way you would do it is switch those layers by switch them by ability system. Okay, so let's go back here into base. we got this, we got not this, but let's call it idle, and let's go back to the main graph by the way and delete this and go back to what I had before. Okay, so I have this, I have idle. From idle I have, oh, you know what, I can actually copy some of this stuff at least. Locomotion Pro base. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's just copy this entire thing. And let's go to our main character. Let's just paste it here. Connect it and it should work. Almost. So this is not working because I don't have this variable here, but I will in a second. No. Okay, copy this. Go back here. Event graph. Paste it. Okay, I don't need this variable at all. I just need this one. Okay, collapse. Foot front. So this is just checking what foot is in front for start and stop animations. Let's go back here. So now idle, not idle. This should play properly already. This is inertialization. So this plays locomotion. By the way, why does it say idle is? Okay, he walks and runs. And what's really annoying is the footsteps right now, so I'm going to disable them. Where is it? Where is it? Oh wait, I can just do it like that. HR sound, event, character made footstep. Just disable the execution. I don't want it right now. I want to just have it clean. Okay, so this is how he runs without any IK whatsoever. Just clean animations. And we really broke it with IK, to be honest. Like, it doesn't look good with full IK. So this is like more dynamic. And we definitely don't want him to move that fast. So let's make his default walk speed a lot slower. So let's say walk will be, wow, 37, well no, 190, crouch 180, that's fine. Braking deceleration, okay, and my acceleration. Okay, something even smaller. Okay. I can even move the camera a bit to the right. Oh, I could probably even move it more. Oh yeah, I can move it more. 36. Or I can even make this shorter. Okay, the turn in place is really fast. I need this guy to spin slower. So I need to go here and say that my default character rotation is 240, but I need to go here and see setup and say, okay, it's 240. So I need to go into my anim graph and here in the idle state machine I need to say turn in place. So this is the play rate. What is my lean default value? Let's check. So let's go into project settings and I have AGR debugger, which is super useful thing, and let's say L key will allow me to debug. By the way, let's see. Okay, obviously. So this will allow me to debug. Let's say let's hit L, and so I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need customs, I don't need aim offset, I don't need aim state, I need lean. Okay, so it goes up to 4. My god, that's a lot. So let's say that this needs to be divided by 2 and he will start rotating a lot better. In place at least. Okay. I like the stops. Okay. Let's go back to our graph. Let's say that I copied everything here, so there's not like locomotion. This is just a blend space, nothing to it. This is going through inertialization. Is there any reason why I wouldn't do aim offset here? Like if I do, what's the aim offset name for this animation pack? Okay, everything is probably in animations. Yes, so that's good. At least this is sorted pretty well. Movement Aims Pro, it's here. Aim offset, those are base animation, blend spaces. Look around. Let's just drag it here, put it here. Look around. Final aim offset. Oh no, it's not here. Never mind. I can close this one. It's APP main character. It's here. Okay. So did I make changes here? Probably not. Yeah. I need to divide this by 2. Or I can just change the default value of target frame rate to something smaller, like 30. I think this should help. L, so let's look at the lean. Oh no, that's even worse. So I have to increase it, not decrease it, to make it better. So let's do 120. Let's say that this is the target, or even 240. Lean smoothness, aim smoothness, that's fine. Let's leave it at default. So those are the two things we're modifying. And let's just hit play. Let's see, lean now goes up to 1. This game moves a lot smoother right now. He's still shaking like crazy. It's probably the target weight blend of the anim montage. I'm going to show you what it is. I mean, not montage, but let's do this first. Let's put this. Let's do final aim offset split x y. So here in the grounded state in locomotion we have this blend space, and this is just 2. Let's make it 6, and he should be less shaking. Oh yeah, let's make it 8. So this means that if you have multiple blends, how much the winning blend is being used in compared to the previous one that you're blending out, which helps a lot with smooth transitions in between angles that you're walking on. So now you can see that he's not shaking that much, and he's like swinging his entire body when moving, which is great. This is what we want. We want a realistic movement. We could like add really small movement to the camera itself as well. Oh, and let's delete those zombies for now because they're really loud and I don't need them here for now. I need to fix the basics, then I can focus on characters. Let's just do this. Okay. So now he's looking. I can even make the aim offset smoother, I would say. So I can make aim offset smoother on 2 ways. One, I have here X and Y, and I can actually say that interpolation is, let's say, 1 second, and this will happen. So if I hit play, he will look smoothly like this over 1 second. But I think I overdid it. And the other way to do it is to go here on the main graph and say aim smooth to be, let's say, 2. And let's go back to this and let's say 0 and 0. Just save it, compile, save, play. And now he will look around slowly. Let's make it maybe 3, I would say, 3.5. Yeah, that's like the maximum we want. So I can control smoothness in 2 ways. Okay, so I can control smoothness in 2 ways. This is okay. I know why this breaks. Dismiss. I can close this. I can close this. So let's go back into the anim graph and let's say that this is okay. Let's even make it 3. And we are going to use a standard aim offset like we have here because we are ignoring any other aim offset except this one for now. So let's do it like this. Okay, but we need also to be able to run. So I had issues with the sprint ability. Let's go into abilities. Project, like you can see, I got everything color coded. Let's go into abilities. Player abilities, sprint. So this ability is broken. Yep, I got this guy here. This is able ability, by the way. We have nothing here. So how this works is just a 1 second ability that is active, not passive. So it is concurrent with other abilities. it is channeling, and it has a requirement of velocity being at least 165. If it drops below it, then you go back into walking. And it uses only XY velocity, it ignores the Z velocity. And negate means that if this threshold is not, like if it's not met, so I am above it, that means that you want to continue the ability. And this ability also has a tag of interruptible, which means that it can be interrupted by other abilities from my setup. So what breaks here is that I am getting component by class, and I am getting like velocity doing stuff, but we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is getting character movement. Oh wait, Control Z. So I'm getting animation master, adding tag. I'm getting character movement, and I'm getting a component I don't want to use anymore. So let's delete this guy. So I don't have this one. So now I can make like a variable, which will be max walk speed. Awesome. And then set camera template. This is going to be tricky. I'm going to do something about that. But for now, let's not play with the camera too much. Or you know what? Maybe we can. Because if we have, well, yeah, let's not. I don't have a smooth camera set up in this character, so let's not do it. Just not. Let's get back here, delete this one again and again, and I have again max walk speed, being max walk speed, and again this max walk speed, and this max walk speed. So this is like end of ability, and I do stuff. By the way you can do it really is just custom event, say end ability, cut everything, and say I need this, which is this, and I can say end ability and just plug in the context. I can name it context. Okay, and here I don't have to redo everything again and again. I can just do this because I'm doing the same, but I have different context. I mean, I might have different context. I don't in this example, but I might. So let's do this, add to this comment, and here we want to have also another, which is the max run speed. This is going to be float, and let's make it, I don't know, 220. And when you start the ability, you change it to max run speed instead of the max walk speed. So walk speed is 190, and run speed is, let's make it 260. And let's see how it works. Let's start from here. Okay, and sprint. Kind of. Okay. In the ability, I need to assign another channel condition. So I got the velocity, but I also want to have do I want to have input? On PC I do, on console not. Let's say I do want to have input, and the condition is input being called sprint. I think that's how it's called. Let's see, project settings, inputs. So this is like aim triggers. Yeah, sprint. There are 4 weapons, like switching weapons, shortcuts, and I have sprint, which is just called sprint. Okay. sprint, and it is not a negate. I think this is how you should do it. Okay, it has to be a negate. Is it? It doesn't seem to do anything really. Okay, this ends immediately. Okay, you know what? I want to have it like on console, so when you start sprinting, you just sprint until you hit an obstacle or something. But let's make the speed a bit faster, so let's make it, okay, 320. He shouldn't be at his top speed with this, but he should be significantly faster, and he's jogging now at least. But this jogging is looking half good. Slow-mo 0.2. And sprint. Okay, in slow motion that looks a lot better than in full. Like one. Why is he so shaky? Maybe it's because I completely disabled the blur. Motion. Let's do 60. So let's now go back here and say that I want to do this. I want to bind this condition to one. Yeah, let's bind it. So let's do a binding. So binding basically means that if I don't have a binding, then take static value. But if I do have a binding, I want to get, for example, max walk speed minus, I don't know, 10, and just use this. So now it's more dynamic. If I change a variable in the ability, that will change the entire ability. Why is he like... It's due to his aim offset, is it? Let's go to our anim graph and let's take the look around away, or it might be inertialization. Yeah, he's shaking still. Is it inertialization? Like if I go here and do inertialization here, right? And if I go here and say that those are standard blends, and I go here and disable this initialization, and still do aim offset, how will it look? Oh no, it's even worse. Okay, never mind. Guess it's just something with the animations, how they blend together. I would have to probably apply, let's make those initializations. I'll probably have to make sync groups for the animations to work properly, and I don't have time for that right now. So just leave it at this. He's walking really awkwardly, but let's leave it as is. Okay, so now I need to go into a new package I introduced here, which is the character interaction pack. So to say bluntly, character interaction pack is not a good pack. Like it does the job done. Uh, but is it set up any good? I wouldn't say that. And yeah, do we need this? Jeez. Player controller pound player anim BP interface. What? Really? Wow. What? It uses set events instead of no. Those must be get. Those are set. Jesus. I guess that guys who made it are not aware how async animation montages work. So it's going to anim graph. So this is the anim graph. What the hell is this? Okay, let's go into movement. Jump, start, jump, jump, idle, run. What? No way. No way. Wow. Okay. Um, I just go straight into animations. I need to find a skeleton. So let's check out all skeleton assets. Where are you? Where are you, skeleton? In the animations? Yes. Ah, so I had it already dragged. Okay, so we got this mannequin. Does he have any important sockets? Yes, he does. Okay, socket weapon, socket item left hand, socket item right hand, socket eyes, really. Mech holster, two-handed holster, socket target, really? Okay. Socket one-handed holster, socket melee. What's the socket character? Okay, so that's just the middle of it. So those are sockets that could be useful. So this is like on the hip. But let's get back. Okay, so I need to copy those for sure because I want to store those sockets. So let's just get back here, characters, mannequin, mesh, open my mesh, just go anywhere and paste the sockets. And of course copying and pasting didn't work, love it. Copy selected sockets, yes. And just right click, paste sockets. Okay, so I got all sockets, awesome. So I can delete this guy now. I can go into interaction and just interaction, skeleton, mannequin, skeleton, and I can delete it. I can say that I want my mannequin to be the new mannequin. characters, mannequin, mesh. Okay, that's this one. So replace all references, which means that I will retarget all animations automatically. Hi guys, yeah. I'm sorry I'm not looking on chat too more often. Uh, Usually people just watch the recording of those streams, not interact with me directly, but I will try to do better. You know what? Let me just grab the chat and let's just drag it to my other screen on my laptop. And now it is impossible not to see it. When you tell your okay, this is the old chat, this is the newest one. Okay, now I can follow the chat live without issues. So we just retargeted the animations, that's great. We don't need skeletons here anymore, and we can get all those animations, and those include everything. Okay, so we can get all those animations, and we can go into animations, make a new folder, call interaction, make it my animation color, which is red for me, just how I use it. Go back into interaction, animations, and go and just take everything and move it here. And in general, moving assets used to work terribly in Unreal Engine, but since I think 420 like 5, 6, it's a lot more smoother operation, works a lot better. Would love to see you review marketplace assets. You know what? This is actually a series I'm thinking about because I got way too many marketplace assets. I got like 600 marketplace assets in my account, and like really high level usability got maybe 15 of them, and 50 more doesn't suck. But rest, like if they vanish from my account, I wouldn't cry. That wouldn't change anything to me. And there are actual reasons that I usually state in any messages to the author what I don't like about their marketplace asset, but usually they don't change in time. Some do. Some creators actually update their stuff, which is great, and it shows that they really listen to what is commonly needed. Oh, you're thinking of making like a top 10? You know what? I could make a video about all the plugins I am always using and the most used marketplace asset. Yeah, that will be probably good. Okay. Yeah, it's very easy to buy assets that are looking good on trailers, but they really don't do any job good. Yeah, Ultra Dynamic Sky I use a lot. Gas Companion, AJR Pro obviously. Uh, but like Ballistics FX is an obvious one that everyone use for everything. But Dodger Architect is actually the first plugin I ever purchased, and I love it. I often use Able Ability System. That is also very good. But there are like smaller things, like for example, I can see like some of the toolbars from my plugins. But there are smaller things like electronic notes that just improves the way you interact with blueprints because they're easier to read. There's graph formatter. There is auto size comment, which is also very useful, and it has some setup features that not many people know it has, but it's great. And there's like the LE extended standard library, which is the low entry just library of really useful functions. There's like entire low entry family of plugins that allow you to interact with REST and socket APIs like you would do in web. So you can contact services and websites to fetch informations from them. You use AutoSize because I use it? Yeah, so there you have it. Yeah, and I could also show how to work with them in the most optimal way. Because sometimes I install a plugin and I don't even bother to check exactly how to use it, but when I do, it turns out it has a lot of features I was missing. Compiling shaders, okay. So he loaded everything. Okay, take out the revolver, shoot, aim. So where in the interaction, animations, so is he or is he not using, let's find blueprints, pound, player, like the structure of the folder is really easy to read at night, but I just don't like it. Where is he using any aim offsets or something like that? You have like a blend space player that takes blend space from a structure, and there's like a default structure. So movement blend space, unarmed anim structure. Okay, so it does have a blend space. Okay, so it's a 2D. Okay. So in animation interactions, let's just filter by all blend spaces. And aim offsets 1D, and blend spaces. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let's start with aim offsets. So we got, let's go with this one, revolver. Okay. And why does it do, like, you see that? What is that? Like, it must do excessive IK to compensate for that, otherwise it would be just... Oh, yeah, because he just used it up and down works pretty okay-ish. So why does it use 4? Well, it could just use 2. I don't really understand. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. AR, aim, walk vertical. Are you kidding me? Why is that even a thing? So this is aim offset 1D. So this is AR. So this is assault rifle. Okay. This is walking assault rifle. Why would you do that on animation? But okay. Age handgun aim. Okay, so this one will be important. So you got handgun aim. Okay, no more questions. Blend space. No blend space at all. Great. Blend space 1D. Let's go through those. Uh, why? That's why I hate character interaction. Okay, what did you guys say? I don't even know it exists. Where do you have zombies and zombie animation from? I got it from Mockup Online, Zombie Pro animation pack. Um, mm, Zombie animations, they're not that good. Like they are really shaky. The head is shaky. Like the movement velocity is consistent, which is great. There are some animations missing, like the zombies cannot strafe at all, for example. Like even if you want them to like move sideways to avoid an obstacle or something, they don't have this animation. They don't have turn in place, and it's generated for root motion, but you can use it with in place animations as well. Um, Iron Belly animation on them reloading, sticky with the max. I'm not going to use Iron Belly animations. I like they are the best FPS animations on the marketplace right now, but they're still bad. But yeah, you can use a lot of IK to fix Iron Belly animations, even inside Unreal without Blender or any outside tools. Um, Someone said that it is familiar working through an old project and questioning everything. Yeah, I'm like, why? Why did you do it like this? Asking myself, like, what was in your head? Was it, oh, I'm going to fix it later, or like, what was it? Like this zombie animation from character interaction is a lot better. Like the value of character interaction is the weapon models and animations. That's the value. Okay, maybe I value is not the right word I'm looking for here. But like at 7980, like this is not as bad. This is 59, 60. Okay. So this is zombie A. This is zombie second animation. Okay. It's funny. It's not bad. Like if I go with preview asset and say zombie um, male zombie, like this could work. It's not bad. No, don't apply to asset, just temporary. But yeah, those animations are not bad and they're linear. That's fine. Mm, revolver shooting. Why is this a name offset? Like, why is this a blend space? I don't get it. Uh, okay, so this is turning the steering wheel. That's fine. Okay, I need movement. Okay, this is nice. I can work with this. This is also nice. Okay, we can use this. Hopefully. So let's go. You know what? Yeah, let's give it a try. Let's go into. Maybe we can do something here. Maybe we have actually better animations than Cobalt for this purpose at least. Let's go into interaction, and we should have movement, jumps, unarmed, aim, walking, unarmed. Okay, so I just got this. There's no strafe walking? I'm pretty sure there was strafing. No? Walk. Oh, okay, so there's strafe walking for pistol aiming, but there's none for not aiming, which is absolutely okay for us. It is absolutely okay. Let's go into our animations. Well, no, let's go into Product X. Let's go into Blueprints. No, let's go into anim BP, and let's go into our ABP main character. Let's go into our. So this is the old grounded state. Let's do it a bit different before the aim offset. Let's do it like this. Strafing. Okay, no. Event graph. Let's make a new variable. So what do we want? We want try get pound owner valid. Let's do a sequence here. If it is valid, then get component by wait, I already have this component, movement component. Yeah, I can get owner's movement component already through C++, and I can just get rotation, get rot, so orient movement, orient rotation to movement. So if this is true, it means I am strafe walking not. So not strafe walking. Okay, let's go back here and let's now do crazy stuff. Let's go into interaction, blend space 1D, and let's say walk. No, loco, no, but what's it called? Movement 2D. Let's get this. Let's get velocity, and I'll just plug it in here. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, everything breaks great, but I don't use those blueprints. Okay, so he walks like a normal person, and this is how he runs. Like if we add some movement to the camera, that would be a lot better. But in general, I think that might be better than Cobalt's. Okay, I need to do one more thing. This will not be velocity, this will be forward velocity. So AGR movement get forward velocity. Okay, so now what we want to do is do a blend pose by bool and say strafe walking. If it's false, go here. If it's true, go here. And usually it will be just false. But this also needs a state machine, so let's do one. State machine, let's say not strafe walking. And for idle and stop, we just need those two. Okay, and from idle we want to say moving, and we want to take this, plug it here. Idle not goes here, and from moving goes to stop on idle, and this goes here on what rule? Automatic rule. Okay. But I should probably do it a bit different, because I don't want to force this idle always. I want to go directly into moving. Okay, so I have to do it like this. Oh, that is so annoying. Okay, let's do a state and say idle state. Let's copy those things and paste it here. Make a state machine, idle internal state machine, paste it, and now I have internal state machine, yay, which is the idle pose, and now this internal state machine goes into moving when idle is not true, and when it is true it goes into the internal state machine and goes back again if it has to. Idle, okay, thank you. Inertialization, okay, some more questions. Unity Market has been better animes and stuff. Yeah, like Unity Market has a really well working motion matching. It has a ton of templates, like an entire game flip, asset flip templates that are feature complete. They have everything from the menu through locomotion, multiplayer, sessions, everything. When it comes down to asset store, Unity is a lot better. Also on Unreal Marketplace, you can put literal shit. I'm sorry, but you can put literal shit that has a million polygons and is just a square, and they will approve it to the marketplace. And that's terrible. But there's a lot of really good assets as well, and Unreal is just better to work with. I wouldn't trade it for Unity in the world. Never ever. Like I tried Unity, Unreal, and CryEngine at the same time to pick one engine that I will commit to years ago, and I stand by my choice up to today always. Would I do linking anim graphs if I had multiple weapons? Yes, I would. And what I would do, I would just use interface. Wait, let's collapse this. Strafe walking. Strafe walk check. Okay. I would use then animation layers interface to inject layers into my anim graph and just change overlays. Okay, let's see it now. Okay, this guy moves and animates a lot better than he did. That's already a massive improvement on what it was. So there's that. Awesome. So I have this covered. Now let's do... now let's learn how can I swap animation layer. Receive notifications. Oh, that's great. Propagate notifications. Can I do a slot animation? Whoa, I can. That's nice. In animation layers. That's great. So what slots do I have? Should I use some here? I got a lot. Oh, some of those are inherited, unfortunately. Default group, car, interaction, turn, shoot, reload, equip, arms. So those are mine. So just full body, lower body, upper body. Yeah, I don't need it here. So how can I change layers? Oh, there are more questions? Yeah, everyone made this mistake. Honestly, when I started my adventure with Unreal, I was really poor and I had to sell Steam items and basically everything that I had that was digital to purchase first assets and be able to work with them. And some of the purchases were really misplaced. But back then there was no policy of returns. So if you purchased something and downloaded that, that was it. So I was stuck with sometimes something that I purchased for $100, which was a lot, and I just got stuck with it. So I was asking what's the game about. It's basically Resident Evil. Like I love the survival horror genre, like the slow-paced, low ammunition feel that Resident Evil can build. And you know what? We can actually test our game mode. So Project X game mode. Let's test it in a cooler environment. So let's go into, where's this Sika Mansion one? This is cool. Let's load this map. What do I think about Matrix demo? Whew, it was stunning. I must say that they have 40,000 cars in there that you can drive. You have 7,000 buildings that have tens of thousands of modules. This is really impressive. But what is the most impressive thing about that demo is that like every meta-human, when you download it, it weighs like 4 gigabytes, and the entire build of the demo is 29 gigabytes. How did they compress it that much? How is that even possible? Like I thought that this demo will be at least 100 gigabytes, like the Valley of the Ancients, but it's not. It's just not. I don't know how. I am looking for motion blur. Yeah, let's make it 0. And let's from the mansion remove all zombies. Okay, so now if I go into any thing and hit play, I will spawn in this map, and this is a gorgeous map for testing any mechanics and how the camera reacts in tight spaces. I would probably have to move it. Let's get this guy opened. Let's just move it a bit, place it maybe here. By 19, so let's make it like 17, so it's in the same place. So when I'm close to something, it should like... Oh, okay, so that's what's happening. It's actually worse this way. Okay, let's move it back to 0 and let's add this to here, so 36 again. So there's like a lot of places you can visit in this map, and I already placed like some assets you could interact with, but I disabled the interaction for this character right now. And there was like a lot of issues with lighting and materials, but it works now properly. It's really annoying, like he has this blood droplet on his head and it looks like it's some artifact from his hair, like it's just a bad mesh, but it's not. It's not that. Okay, run guy. This guy looks okay. Like, of course, no IK, so he'll look terrible on stairs. But he now moves pretty good and he looks around also well. Okay, let's go back here. How do I switch animation layers? That's the question now. I love Mercenaries in Resident Evil 4, 6. Yeah, me too. And I actually love Mercenaries since Resident Evil 3. That was an amazing game. Yeah, I will do. Yeah, really. Thanks for the advice. I will do a video about the top marketplace assets that I use for, and the top marketplace assets for noobs, and the top plugins to use with your project. So that's at least 3 videos. Um, Top 10 inventory systems or something more specific would be better. Honestly, if there was any inventory system I could recommend, I wouldn't be building my own. Like there was reasons why I made an inventory system in AGR Pro. They weren't that good. To answer Lost Library games, this is all in-place animations. I'm not using root motion. Even though this is a single-player game, everything is using in-place. But there is no foot sliding because the animations are matching the velocity properly. Also, you don't see the feet, so. But on enemies as well, this will be important. So yeah, there's no foot sliding. Okay, so I need to do now pistol. It's going to be annoying. Let me check how to use animation layers interface. Let's just grab it to the other monitor. Oh, I just got the same article I was at. You would love to learn my inventory? Oh yeah, I'm shit with widgets as well. But in the current tutorial, the goal of the current tutorial that I'm doing, the one with survival elements and crafting, is to make widgets and interact with items through widget interfaces and craft new items and drop items, picking them up again, stuff like that. So I will be covering everything when it comes down to interaction with AGR inventory through widgets. It will be bad, but it will work. It's okay. I got this. I got this. I got this. My layer interface. This is all set up. Instance class. Okay, that's interesting. So I have this base and I have instance class. There's none. Layer is base. Okay. So I can do link anim class layer, unlink anim class layers. Mm-hmm. Layer demo, weapon layer interface. So I got this interface. How do I use it? Okay, let me read the documentation on the docs Unreal Engine com. So in this image we have two interfaces, one for weapons and another for vehicles. Undotter. Okay, I just found a typo. It is possible to have both active at the same time. Well, yeah, no shit. Animation blueprint that implements one of them interface to override multiple points on the graph. Okay, that makes sense as well. Possibility with setup. When driving a car, the vehicle takes over the entire pose. Yes, okay. When riding shotgun, the vehicle plays a seated animation on the lower body while the weapon controls the upper body. Okay. Override a bunch of different points and then we have a state machine for locomotion. State like jump, fall, land, and sequences. Okay. Duplicating the state machines for each weapon, the state machine lives in the main graph, and the weapon animation blueprint have a layer that can override for each state. Okay, but how do I switch layers? I need to override some state, it simply doesn't connect anything to the output. Okay. Contains layers, have their own event graphs. Need to process data for a specific vehicle, we can. Okay, so I have those layers. So if I do like I don't know, pistol layer, right? And let's say they do have an input, impose pistol. Okay, I go into my anim graph. I can use now this pistol layer, right? Pistol layer. No, let's go back to base. Let's copy this base. Oh, and you can have inputs like this. Okay. Same here. No. Okay. I don't know much about that. How do I call on an interface? Let's go here. Let's go into like event graph, anything really. And let's say, okay, other thing to get this guy, anim instance, and say layer, link animation class layers. Okay. Okay, how does it work? In class, and I select class, and I say, what do I state here? Oh. Oh. Oh, that is. Wow. Okay. 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 I see how it works. Oh my god. Okay. So in AMBP, I just make animation blueprint, and I make it, well, I can make it just default and input information, but I don't have on my interface, so I make it AGR core again, and I make it for the mannequin. So character U for mannequin, this guy. I call it BP pistol layer. So my main character now is just having a base pulse, which is unarmed, an overlay, which is nothing, and he has an AK system, which is nothing. Okay, awesome. So I can now make a new animation graph. Oh, and let's read the chat because there's a lot going on. In the overall should be an other animation VP with additive or blend purple animes maybe. Double click that. So what's the deal with the super long approval time for HR from Epic site? It's not super long approval. It's for some reason if I even cancel the upload of the newest version, and then I upload the newest version to OneDrive or anything and generate links and submit it again to the Unreal Marketplace and say, hey, this is the new version, he will still download the old version that breaks for some reason. No clue why, and he's then compiling a version that doesn't work and is super old. And I was already writing emails with Marketplace team, and they had some issues with that, but that's only for plugins and not all of them. So I don't know how to work out with them because a free plugin, it doesn't get as much attention as items that actually do sale. Seems like anim layers found their best new friend. You know what? It might be so. So here, what I do is I also need to implement the interface. So anim interface. So I need to use my BP anim interface. By the way, where's this one? Okay, so I need to use this one, compile, and now I have those three poses. So link anim layer, link anim layer, and link anim layer. So we got this, but from what I understand, it doesn't really matter what I do here. It what matters what I do inside those. So those use the same interface, which means that here I can just link. Let's just copy from this one. Okay, so this is the base, right? I got strafe and not strafe walking, and then I have a name offset, right? So just copy this and let's go. Okay, let's copy like everything really. Let's copy it to pistol, and let's now do some small changes, but let's also go into here and connect, and here to IK also just connect. Now of course this cannot have any extra inputs, which sucks. Can I leave it like this even if it gives a warning? Cannot find. It's been compiled for. Maybe I have to copy it as well. Let's just copy those. Let's copy the entire thing. Let's go back here, event graph. Like probably I don't have to do it if I specified variables in my layers, but I didn't, so this is important. Because I can definitely push variables through layers. Okay, so now I have my variables in the pistol pose, and now I can go into base and say not strafe walking, and I can go back here, go into animations, interaction, just go into blend spaces, and I need handgun. Okay, and I need aim walk in all directions, so that's one thing I need in my anim graph. So this is here, and this is just direction, but it's not true because I have a walk speed, so I need to also say, oh come on cat, have to. Okay, you have to, so come here, just be good, don't do anything. Expose a spin, let's say velocity, and let's just divide it by 190, which is the walk speed, and this will be the play rate. And I need the handgun. Wow, there's a handgun movement 2D. Impossible. Oh, okay, so it's this one. Yeah, I need this one. So this one goes here. So I just cut it out, paste it here, put this in, put this here, delete this. Idle, I need to change idle, like stop, this is the standard stop. I need to go here and I must say idle handgun, please, there should be one. Okay, let's see it. It's just this. Okay, save pose, idle, saved pose. So this is the pistol, idle. Let's make it save pose underscore not aiming, because I might also need handgun. No, HG like handgun, and I need aim. No. Okay, so handgun aim has this handgun aim stand. Okay, so that's the other one. Handgun aim stand. Save cache pose, and this will be called idle saved pose underscore aiming, because I will need them. So this is not aiming, this is aiming. So this is aiming. So not aiming goes here. In idle, I want to be save, use catch pose idle saved pose aiming. No, I want to idle pose fed. Oh my god. Not aiming. Okay, I need this one. So that's my idle. And I want to copy it because I want to use it in the stop animation as well. And I want to do a blend bone layer blend. So the base is the stop and the top is this, and the blend is spine 01 by 4, and this is mesh space rotation, and it is also IK and root 0. Okay, so this is the stop, this is the idle, and moving is this moving handgun movement 2D. So now for strafe walking, I want this in the moving, yes, like this. And in the idle, I want idle to be aim idle, so catch, pause, saved, aiming. I want to copy it because I will use it over and over, and I want to use it here. Paste it, blend by bone, per bone. That's the blend pose, that's the base pose. The blend is again spine 01 for mesh space, and again IK hand root, compile, and here. And I can now copy those two, go back here, go into stop, paste it, and this is the base and this is the final. So I'm using this blend multiple times in different locations, and now this look around can be an aim offset, but now what is cool, I can use it differently. So I can use this aim offset when I am not strafe walking, to just look around, and I can use HG aim offset. So I have aim offset, HG aim, aim walk, and let's use this one. Let's see. So this one is just up and down. Oh, that's bad. Huh. Okay. Let's not use the aim offset for now. I want to see how he will look just moving. So if you go to the guy, normally when I press 1, let's cut it out. So where I press like weapon shortcut 1, I do this macro, but instead of that I want to just say, hey, get my mesh, get animation instance, and link animation classes. And what it should do, from my understanding, is get pistol layer, and it should inject this layer information into linking of my main anim graph. So my main anim graph, it can use those three, but it can use like a lot of different stuff. But what it will do, it will take all interfaces here, those three ones, and it will link them here and use in the main one. So we're going to see if this works. So I will just hit play, and please make it work. I want to go to sleep. And just hit 1. Okay, he snapped immediately because there's no animation in between. But he should be like holding a gun, looking around. Okay, and if he's running faster, he's still doing this proper pose. So this is good. This is going somewhere. And like stop animation, it's not bad. Okay, he can look around. Okay, now I want him to aim, and when he's aiming, I want him to start strafe walking. So when I got aiming, okay, input action aim, add tag ADS, try activate ability ADS. Let's go here, let's go into ADS and let's see what does it do. Let's go into graph and custom channel condition. Okay, ended, interrupted, branched, ADS start. Okay, so When I do input action aim, which is I think right click, just make sure. He should start aiming, and I'm going to read the messages again in a second. Yeah, it's just right click. So let's go through them. Yeah, so I know how to use animation layers. Yay! But probably in the animation layer I should have like an entry. Like I probably should play a montage or something on the entry, so there are like transitions. Oh, MKLab is here. Hi, mate. Yeah, I'm learning animation layers because I want to use them with. I want to use them with your plugin. I want to start using gas more. I'm still bound to able because it's just simpler for me and I'm in such a rush right now, but I want to switch to gas companion completely and start any new project only with gas. So yeah, I need to learn layers. They seems to be absolutely amazing. The only thing is like that there's no transition time. When I insert layers, they don't fade out, fade in. They just instantly switch. So what you have to do is to play a montage, and as this montage starts to blend out, then you switch your layer. So there's that. Did you have the anim layer BP child of AGR core anim instance as well? Yes, I did. Shouldn't I? I had a child of this because I wanted to access all variables, because in my layer definition I didn't know what variables I will need. If I knew it, I would probably just define them there, because as far as I know I can just go here and like if I have inputs I can have input variables, and with those variables like I can ignore the pose because I could have like a pose input and then ignore it, but I can push all variables, but I don't know what variables I need, so that's why I didn't do it. That's why I'm using the same AGR anim instance. If I was doing a multiplayer game, I was be doing gas companion stuff, I would definitely make variables in the interface. So let's see if this ability even triggers. Okay, I don't know. I have to do it like this. Let's just put it here. Input action aim doesn't seem to work. Like it doesn't. Oh wait, I need to specify my debug object. So it does try to trigger my ability, which sucks that this doesn't really work. No debug object. Well, no shit, Sherlock. How do I debug that? Like it doesn't print anything. Can ability execute? That's probably what's breaking it. Game component by class AGR anim master base pose is pistol pro. Ha 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 ha. Okay, there's that. And hashtag ADS. Okay, so I made those two. So in my guide trigger, when I do this, I forgot to get animation master and say set base pose, setup base pose, and I need to run it first, and I need to set up base pose and switch it to Pistol Pro. And it doesn't do anything for my anim graph because I don't use this variable right now at all. I could actually set pose, and then I could go here and say event on. Oh, this is the old AGR Pro. So we don't have all events yet, because there's an event on base post change and on overlay post change. And on base post changed, I could make I can like run a montage of changing switching poses, and then I could like do the rest and change the animation layer. like do the linking. But okay, now this should at least try to trigger. Oh, come on, you're here. Ugh. Oh, okay. I need to do it like this. Okay, so I need to go here. I need to press 1 to switch pose, and it switched pose, and now I should be able to aim. ADS start, interrupted, start, interrupted. Okay, that's great. So when I start, I kinda break. I wonder why. Interrupted. So let's go into set camera tag. Okay, so there's some stuff I do with this player manager component that I don't use. Okay, that's cool. Character movement, spring arm component. Yeah, maybe. Let's just do this. So add tag, cast to character. If it is player controlled, then okay, I do this, then I do this. So what I want to do is say get owner, get component by class, and what I want to do is get agr anim master component, and I want to go into rotation, and I can just set up rotation, or I can just set rotation method. And I want to say that from now on it's desired at angle. I want to change only this, and then I want to reverse that when I finish the execution. So I want to go here, go here, and set this. Okay. Oh, and funny how in 426 this works for auto size comment while in 27 doesn't. I don't know why. Maybe it's a setting that I'm missing. I don't know. So this goes back to rotate to velocity. Okay, please work. Please don't be terrible. I want to go to sleep. 1. Okay, I'm walking with again. And right click at. Okay. So I should be strafe walking, but I'm not. Let's go back here. Oh, walk speed. Yeah, definitely not. I don't need this. Set camera template. No. This, no. I don't need to set camera lag. Okay. So just this, cast to player controller. If it is player control, then do this. And then set this. Rotate to velocity. And here it says desired at angle. Okay, let's do it the proper way. Let's do setup aim offset. This will be aim nearest 90 camera based. Yes. Wait, no. Setup rotation. And we want to do. Let's do even absolute. No problem. 240. Or we can just read values directly. So I can just get current rotation speed and plug it. Get turn angle. And I can get stop tolerance. And I can just feed them directly so I don't override them. triggering this will just work, while this doesn't because of, well, many reasons. Yes, yes, okay. And they are from here. So this goes back to rotate to velocity. Please work, please work, please work. Dismiss, no more errors, let's just work. So one, I switch poses and right click, okay. I don't have aim offset, obviously. Okay, I'm going to switch how the turn in place is being done for this anim graph. So here in idle, turn in place, I'm going to actually switch base and layer. So this will be layer, this will be base, meaning that the layer is no longer being on the spine and IK, it's being on the, oh, how is it called? Like if I turn all the spine, it's, okay, it's this one. So copy selected bone name. I can go into pistol and say this, and this is right, and this is 2, and this is 2. So now the legs are being blended on top of the idle pose, so the idle pose will be super stable when I play it. So one, aim, and now turn in place is just on the legs. Maybe it's not good that it's only on the legs. Okay, so this transition also is too fast, and this transition in between them is being done here. Let's make it like 0.35 and 0.35. This should start looking a lot better immediately. Okay, that's too slow. 0.2 and 0.2. So twice as fast as it was. Okay, let's go to the ADS ability. Not rotate. Oh, this is fine. Here, in this setup rotation, not absolute. Let's make it desired at angle. And let's make this desired angle by default a lot smaller, like maybe not 15, but say 25, or I don't know, 30 degrees. And rotation speed, let's make it even smaller. What else there is? Oh, and here I need to actually go into 9mm handgun, pistol pro base. I want to copy turn in place from this one. So standing, idle, idle, turn in place. Please this one. So I want to get this, and I want to get this. I want to copy it into my pistol layer, and I want to go here, 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 paste it, and say that, and this is no more, this is no more, this is no more, and link this here. And this should be better. So now aim, But I will also clamp the turn in place animation speed greatly. Let's say max is just 1. Play. Okay, but now I want him to aim. I will obviously move the camera as well, so he's like more free aiming than right now. Maybe go back to the guy, make the aim look start at 90 after all. Standard is look, so we can go into ADS and say setup aim offset as well, and the in aim is now aim, not look. Behavior is nearest, clamp is clamp, and behavior is behavior, and camera based is camera based, and socket and socket. No, not this. Socket. Get look socket and get aim socket. So look and aim. Okay. So this is now aim. And here this will be look again. Okay, connect all of those. Let's go through the chat again. Okay. Will if you help methods to push and unlink anim layers in HR anim master be handy to have? You know what? Usually the linking of animation is taking place not in a component like we have. It is being done by the, I think, abilities themselves. So by its nature, the linking happens on the server side and the client side. I don't know if we should manage it automatically, maybe. The thing is, you can use linking already with the update of AGI Pro, because on Animation Master we have new event dispatchers that happen when you call setup base pose and when you call setup overlay pose. And both of those poses, they just call an event. And on this event, you can link and unlink animation layers. And when you set up base pose on owning client, this is being replicated properly. So this is being called on everything by RPC, and when this tag is being called into relevancy range, there is a it's being called as well. So you can do linking by event dispatcher. That was one of the reasons why we added the event dispatcher to Animation Master in the version 4. I was already thinking about that. HR Pro plus gas and pain for the win. Yeah, you got that right. You managed to get the layers blend together. Like I would do it, I would just play a montage that would have one layer unlinked and another layer linked or something like that. Switching layers on the base pose even is a cool way to do that. Yeah, so that's what we can do. thinking some kind of map between base pose tag as key. So like I said, yeah, there's already a map. You just have an event dispatcher that has the key, and you can do switch on this gameplay tag and link different animation layers based on the tag. Like if I update, like in this project I cannot show it, but this is how I will do things in the next tutorial. So in the tutorial series I'm doing right now, I will be doing linking by event dispatchers. Now I want just to finish this. Okay, I got this. What I now want is animation layers. Wait, what is it? Okay, no, not this. Not this. ADS pistol layer. Okay, I want pistol layer. Now I want IK, and in the IK pose, I want to say save catch pose, and this is the saved IK pose. And I want to get saved IK pose, and I want to get aim type, aim offset type, and I want to do a I want to do a pose aim type, blend aim offset. Okay, so on default it's just this one, and everything will be like 0.25 or something. And then right click, and I want to do aim, none, and look. So on default it's default, on none it's default, on look it's the default, and only the aim pose is being changed here with IK. So what I need is just to steal my IK setup from the aim offset pose here. So that's the aim. Okay, that's huge. Let's get it here. Let's remove it. Let's get this here. Let's remove it. Okay. And we don't need this. Oh no, we do. Saved pose, IK pose. Oh, I actually named it the same. Funny. Aim offset. No, this is not aim offset. This is final aim offset. Split structure pin. So this is X. This is Y. Okay. And there is some more mumbo jumbo on the IK here in this PP aim offset. So I do this, and then there is the IK. Ignore translation. -111. Okay. So then we do this, then we do copy bone, then we do copy bone. Doesn't make sense. So if I am aiming, in this situation I am always aiming, so this will be just one. And then this, and okay. So copy all of this, and the funny thing is that I don't need to do all those fancy schmancy variables I have here. I can just use them with confidence that this is what I need for this pose to be final. So I don't need this here because this is still IK. So we do transform this bone. Okay, great. And then we do this, and this says alpha aiming. It doesn't anymore. Remove binding, it's just one. And now we do this, and it doesn't have bindings, I hope. No, it doesn't. Okay. And then we do this. and it's fine as well. And then we do this, so VB virtual bones, okay. God, hope it works. Let's see. I press 1 and I aim, and this guy actually aims with virtual bones. I mean, he like stretches his arms ridiculously here because of the virtual bones being used. So you know what? I could even say that if the I can like bring the gun closer to the body. Here, like transform modify bone virtual bone. Okay, I want to say that anim preview is oh, not this one. I can close this one. Here, I might want to say edit preview, and I want to go here. Okay, and I might want to bring the gun. Like this is after the aim offset. Yeah, this is after the aim offset. Damn it. I might want to do it again. I want to do it here to be more clear here. I want to skip this one for now. And I want to add to existing in bone space. No, in component space. Okay. So in component space, I want to say 0, 0, 0. So y is like -10. Okay, this should bring the gun closer to the main body. So he no longer stretches his arm so badly. Okay, but now this happens. Why is that? Let's see how we are blending. Like this is being done here. Oh, yeah. This should help. No, didn't. Okay, so probably the problem is not here, it's in the base pose. Tutorial modular game features when? Like you covered the topic, honestly, and I think I already linked your videos on AGR channel. You should actually drop them on Reddit, into Unreal Engine Reddit and into Game Dev Reddit, because your tutorials on modular gameplay features were enough for me to understand them. So yeah, I can like remake them, but I will be just copying you. So yeah, like this is strafe walking, nice, not strafe walking, this is inertialization, and this is not inertialization, this is the standard linear blend. Let's make it like, okay, so this was okay. Let's make this like 0.5. And this will be 0.5. Maybe. Slow-mo 0.1. What is going on here? It's this. It's probably this goddamn leg IK. Let's make sure. Yep, it's this one. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Let's change it. Like I used it in tutorials, I'm not going to because Epic showed how they used it, but I think that this time they got it wrong. So let's do 2bone IK like everyone should. 2bone IK, and let's do an IK bone being the left hand and say that the wait no it's the hand L and say maintain effector relative rotation. Yes. Allow twist. Yes. Enable debug draw. Definitely. Effector location space. It's in the bone space, not component space, and you want to take rotation from effector. The effector is virtual bone left hand. Joint target is in component space, and that is fine. If we now connect this node and we go here, we compile and connect it, we should like this, doesn't have to be exposed as pin because it's just 0. Joint target location. Why does it allow me to preview? Oh, because it's not playing. Yeah, okay. So just go like here. And for the second hand, let's do the opposite. So the IK bone is hand R, and the bone space effector is the virtual bone right hand. Compile, and with this guy we want it to be the opposite. We want to go like target here maybe, and compile. Okay, we can reconnect it back here, connect this back here, test it if it's okay, and let's go through the chat again. Could I recommend alternative free asset pack for your FPS tutorials? You didn't get the free animations when it was live. You know what? You're not losing anything. The ones that I got free, they didn't have IK bones animated. They were shit. Sorry to say it, but that's true. You can just use animation starter pack from Epic Games. It has static poses for aiming with a shotgun, rifle, pistol, stuff like that, and reload poses, which are really nice. It does the job right. It doesn't do locomotion very well. I can always recommend anyone to buy either one because they have the base locomotion, just different hand poses. Cobalt Anim Set Pro for rifle or pistol, and I highly encourage to buy the pistol one because of many reasons. It's just a bit better. Let's see here. It's got like more animations to it. Okay. Why? It's like use this AK, don't use this AK. This is what's happening. Okay. And what if, this is just an if, what if all of this AK, at least this AK, what if this happens even sooner? And what if this happens here? And then we got all this. happening here? Like, it would be immune to blend. Maybe this would help. Oh, I screwed something up, sorry. So yeah, this saves the save pose, this goes here, and this uses the save pose. What? Component was visible but ignored. Oh, okay, this is not connected. Okay. Oh, come on! Okay, and I need to fix the stop animation also. So let's go into anim BP, Pistol Pro, and I need idle stop. Okay, any of those, and let's go into layer, let's go into base, let's go into grounded, idle stop. Yeah, it's this one. This should make at least stop animations better. Okay, so what I need, just annoying. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for this ability, it works well. So pistol layer, let's go back, this is okay, let's go into IK. So again, this worked fine, I just have a save pose, nothing else. Now oh, my very loud kitty, come to me. Why are your paws wet? What did you do? What did you do? He definitely is up to no good. What did you do? What? Did you spill water? You probably spilled water, you little rascal. Oh, and by the way, for the FPS animations for hands, the only actual pack on the marketplace that works is the Iron Belly pack. It's like a really big one. I think it costs 150 or even $200, and it's bad. But I did use it with my new HR Pro FPS tutorials, and well, it works. It does the job pretty good in first person. It's not set up correctly. It's not the best on the planet, but it works, and that's the only one I can recommend. So okay, I got this. Okay, just this. Let's try it. One. Okay, but if I ignore those, if I just do this copy bone, source bone, virtual bone guy, okay, handgun, okay. If I don't do those two, how will it look? It'll probably not correct the right and left hand. Let's go back here. Let's make this like point. Like if it goes through into aiming, let's make it 0.2, but let's make it go back in 0.35. And let's go into IK back, and let's say that this is aim goes into 0.35, look goes into 0.5. Okay, that should be a better blend. Like this is aiming, this is not aiming. Okay. And by the way, activate weapon, what does it do? I forgot already. Blueprints, template weapon, and now I need to say on equip. It says shooting, cast to character, attach to component. That makes sense. Play sound, base pose, overlay pose. Oh, okay. I could actually run that in here. So in event graph, shortcut, input action weapon shortcut, I could say, like, I don't need to do this. I need to do this, and then I need to do that for now. Play. Oh. Okay, so what's the socket attachment for this weapon? Let's get our Project X items, and there's the pistol and VBCG handgun. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to change that one. And what we need is to go into this skeleton and say what's on the hand R. Okay, socket weapon. Okay, socket weapon sounds good. So I'll just copy that and I just paste it here. And let's see how it attaches. Almost. Like, you know what? Let's make a new socket. Let's have it like handgun. I aim stand. Wait, this one. Okay. And let's make a new socket. Call it the handgun socket. And let's add a mesh, which is a pistol. I don't know. Do we have a pistol? No. Okay. 9mm pistol. Open full blueprint. This guy. Where's this guy? SK SG handgun, okay. SG handgun, why not? At preview mesh, SG handgun. Oh no. It's a skeletal mesh. I can't attach it as a preview? Or I am just naming it wrong. SK. Oh, CG Hundgun. Okay. Okay, that explains. Okay. Yeah. Let's pause it. Let's rotate it 180 and let's move it. Let's definitely move it like here, like here. Like this should be pretty comfortable. So that's going into his hand. Like this, and it should be like higher, but not too high. Let's say here. Okay, I would even have it higher. Okay, no, this is fine. So the handgun socket goes into this 9mm pistol. Class defaults. Here you go. I'm gonna have to redo weapons as well because we're gonna have to be able to hostel them back. So he's like holding it almost not bad, almost not terribly. Aiming it almost not terribly as well. The particles are terrible. But let's go back here. Let's get back into our pistol layer. So okay, this kind of works, but we need the entire thing, and we need to, like, this is okay in the base, like inertialization and IK, they don't like each other very much. Like, let's make this like 0.4 and let's make this 0.55 even. Let's go here. Let's say that this goes to idle in 0.35 to turn in place in Y. This is not inertialization. So this is 0.25.2. Okay, should be a bit better. Because of the arcade reload animations break. Okay, that's funny. So if I don't apply any IK, it kind of looks better, at least for now. So if I go into main graph and just dislink IK entirely, like this is without IK, he could like have this hand position a bit better. The thing with all animations that are being recorded with the mannequin, like what? Mannequin doesn't have human proportions. He got enormously big hands. He got terrible shoulder structure. Uh, he like doesn't act like a human being. So any retarget of animations from Mannequin, they are always broken. And like animations should be recorded on a character that is more grounded in reality. So like now I don't have aim offsets. And also this walking in the pistol pose. If I go here, yeah, it will be easier if I go just here. Animations, interaction, blend space, handgun, aim walk. What's the blend weight here? Let's make it higher. And movement. Let's make it also 6 or something. Let's see. Yeah, better. More stable. Now I need to do something about the IK. Oh. I can turn this off, this off. I can save this skeleton, this guy, this guy. Message log. Let's link back the IK. Let's go here. And let's try to work this out. Let's just at least try. So I got this. This brings the weapon closer. This is doing this. It's instant. Like this blends poses. Very strangely, if you would ask me. So if I go here and I say I want to, oh yeah, I want to go 1. I want to go here. I want to say what? So this is the look so far. Okay. Okay, so this blends really well, as it should, to nothing, to nothingness, because aim is nothing right now. So this is aim again. Okay, so I want to do. I can't do. Because this is channeled, so I can't. I want to have this pose to test something, but I can't. Okay, I have this. this brings the hands closer to each other. What? Minus 20? Seems like it stopped working at all. Okay. Minus 5 should be enough. No, not this. I want this on a full screen. Okay. Okay, it's almost midnight. I have enough for today. So the IK is the biggest problem. Easiest solution would be to fix animations in an outside program that I cannot do and doesn't know how to do it. Oh, and also there's like this weird twist here in the wrist. I can actually fix this one because I can go here, say show retarget options, and it's all skeleton, right? So we got twist bones, and twist bones should not be skeleton. They should be animation or animation scaled. Okay, and this shouldn't make things worse. So let's just fix on the left hand and see what retarget setting would fix it. Because I know it's the twist bone. This is the twist on left hand. Let's maybe go through those and change them over to animation. Save and go back here. So it's still strangely twisted, or is it moved? This might be, no, it's just twisted. Hand can aim. Like, what are those links that people are posting? It's probably some scam. What? Skeleton is the better option? Wow. Oriented scale. It's not so bad. Animation relative. Animation scaled. This is animation directly. Which one looks the least broken? Okay, so skeleton is bad. Animation scaled is very bad. I mean, animation? This is the least broken wrist I can get. The twist on the legs is now terrible. So like calf should go with skeleton, and this should go with probably skeleton as well. Or like this is animation scaled and animation scaled. I don't see any difference. Animation relative. Animation relative. Okay, that's a bit better. This is terrible. Okay, let's leave it at animation relative. Like this is bad. This is a bit too up for me. It's almost the same, and this is completely broken. Okay, let's leave it like this. Okay. So that's the general name offset. That's the fixes to the aim offset. Let's see it one more time and I think I'm done for the day. Okay, so this pose needs small adjustment, and I think even if I just open the skeleton asset and I say hand can aim stand, like if it is like this, I can go into the handgun socket, pause it, and I could just lower it a bit. Definitely not 10 degrees, maybe 5. -6, -7, -7.5. Okay, -8 even, I would say. -9. Okay, so -9. So the gun is now 9 degrees more like it should be. And here, no, I kind of like the tilt. Let's leave it as is and test it. Play. Okay, he just holds it up. Like the aim works, it's pretty smooth. The transitions are terrible. The transitions are the problem. Okay, one last thing to check. If I make like -10, -1 -1. Let's do show bones. This also shows the virtual bones. So like this is the IK. Okay, I am not doing any IK. When I aim, I start to do IK. Okay. So with this is just no IK. With this it is full. So let's go and hit F8. Let's do show bones, show flag bones. 1. Okay. So those are the IK bones. And where are my virtual bones? Like the aim is smooth. The transition from aim to no aim is absolutely whack. Slow-mo 0.05. What? What's going on? What is this? What is this? What's going on? I mean, okay, maybe I should. Maybe the alpha is the problem. Maybe I should get this aim offset type and say wow, that's really something. Like get aim offset type. I can clearly use variables here, so let's go here. Aim offset type, and I want to say IK weight, which is a float, and I want to say set interp2 f, so float interp2. This is the current value. The target is select based on this. So aim is 1, look is 0, none is 0. Interp speed will be small, delta tick. Okay, maybe this will help. And now in oil the IK, I can just get this IK weight blend. I can just, no, not here, this is okay. In all of those, I can say alpha expose, and I can just go here, here, expose, here, 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 so it doesn't jump into IK immediately. Let's see how it looks. It's less screwed. Show bones. Let's just not show bones. Show bones 0. Oh, flag. No, I have to. Okay, F8. Oh, I have to play in this window. Okay, and I can now play from anywhere. Let's say from here. I can say this is the pistol, this is the aim. Oh, when I'm moving it's not as bad. When I'm in idle it's terrible. Interesting. Oh, that's super interesting. Like, okay, let's try something new. In base pose, aiming, idle, I just take this and I just play it here. There's no turn in place, there's no stop animation, just idle. Play. Okay, maybe the aim offset need to be on this curve as well, like on this. Use this float. I mean, maybe. No clue why would it, but maybe. Oh, also in the base pose here, like here is no blend, those are blends here. So I got this layer blend. So IK hand root 0 mesh space. Okay, that's good. Okay, so it's a 3. 3 0. Okay. What if this is just standard blend and this is linear 0.25 and this goes linear 0.25? It's almost not shit. Like when you're moving, this is exactly how it should look like. So we're getting somewhere. When you're idle, it goes Crazy. Why? This. It's just this. I can go back to this. I think it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Doesn't work as well, so. Okay, this works. And this doesn't. Wow. Okay. I give up for today. Tomorrow is another day. And maybe I'll figure it out then. So thanks for watching, if anyone actually lasted this long. Yep, I'm slowly fixing the animation system. I'm gonna have to work on the IK as well to make the hands fit each other properly. So I'm going to have to find values for this character, for this and this to work. So I do. Okay. So I need to work with this to get it properly fit where the hand should be landing. But that's for tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, and then see you guys tomorrow.